What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Gerald from Bank of Gerald here with another video update. Today is Wednesday, October the 5th, 2022. Today we're going to talk about a PAMM account that is in the Envi FX broker. It's one of the newer ones that we have added to the docket, and we've got into the beta program, and we're going to talk about what it's been doing so far, and we're going to talk about that from the aspect of the Telegram group that I am in that is giving me this information. So we're going to tap into that, and then we're going to talk about a few things that I just want to talk about as it pertains to some of these PAMM accounts and what's going on with them, win, lose, or draw. All right. Before we get started, though, I want to remind all of you, I'm not a financial advisor. All right. This is not financial advice, and I am not your financial advisor. I'm just a dude on YouTube showing you guys how I'm cranking out that crypto in many different platforms, nothing more and nothing less than that. Now, if you like this content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you want to be updated and notified about everything going on here at BOJ, just make sure you hit the notification bell as well. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this Telegram group really quickly, and we're going to share with you guys what it has done over the last couple of days. Of course, today is Wednesday. Now, we're going to start from October the 3rd, okay? Of course, on the 2nd, it said beta testers, you have till tonight, 11:59 EST to join. That was the last opportunity to get in. So those of us that got in, we got in, right? Great, fantastic. Let's move on. Good day, Adivah fam. The time has come. This is on October the 3rd, by the way. Entry has been closed, and tomorrow is day one of our 90-day beta test. Please scroll up and read the terms and house rules again. To track your trades, visit pam.nvfx.com. Our favorite saying, patience pays. Before we enter a trade, 15 confirmations are done to increase our chances of profiting. We do not rush setups. We focus on weekly results and numbers. Although we post daily to update you all, remember to log into pam.nvfx.com to track your trades. And let's have some fun, all right? Cool little note. So we move on to the 3rd. They talk about for educational purposes only, first trade of the day is done, profit secured. And then it talks about, as you can see, once the trade was about 5 pips in profit, we moved our stop loss into profit. So they're trying to, make sure everyone understands what they have in place. That's cool. All that great stuff is fine. This is how we trade, right? So they're talking about how they trade, and that's great, right? All I want it to do is continue its success. That's it, right? So let's just keep reading. Our system and trading team is working to provide the best possible signals. Be patient. Signals will come as soon as the analysis is safe and complete. So it's pretty much talking about, over the last few days, it's been talking about how safe their plan is. The next day, they talked about the beta day one got 0.5%. That's great. That's worth clapping up because, 0.5% per day gets you 2.5% a week, which is comparable to some of the more major platforms that we have out here that have been around for a long time. So that's cool with me. I've experienced numbers like that, all right? Number of trades it goes all into. They all hit their profit target. Important to note, then they're talking about they have a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio per set trade. What does this mean? If we're aiming to achieve 1.5% per day, we're risking 1.5% of our account balance. So they're trying to educate people, it seems like, along the process, how they're trading. For me, this is okay. For the more seasoned traders, they want to know stuff like this, which is perfectly fine. I'm not one of those people that, care too much about all that stuff. I just want to see it win. Whatever it has to do to win, it does it. I'm trusting it to do that with, of course, whatever level of capital that I put in there. They talk about their max loss at 15, all that stuff. They thank everyone for being here. I think that's important. And, of course, to react. So I think that's fire. Cool. Let's keep on moving. Good day, Adivah fam. This is on the 4th of October now. The 4th. 0.14 so far in gains. 2 wins, 1 loss. Very transparent. Talking about the losses as well. Great. We've been extremely conservative due to pending news releases this morning. Once the storm is over, we'll continue to scan the markets and find higher probability setups. Cool. Long-term gains. Great. That's what we're looking for. Good evening, Adivah fam. They broke even. All right. So yesterday they broke even. No gains, but no losses, all right? And that's better. A break even is better than a loss. So they talk about that all here. Again, let's have a safe and profitable month. They keep going. It says, we've been using absolute lowest risk settings due to it being NFP week. This happens once a month. Non-farm payrolls releases create volatility in the Forex market. So I think this is an education point here. They're talking about NFP measures, all right, that they're going through. What NFP measures net changes in employment jobs. Okay, so that's something I did not know. All right, we keep going. It's 0.35% in gains so far for the day. Right, pretty cool. So we'll clap that up. That's worth clapping up. Total of 543 pips caught so far today. Cool, great. Patience pays. All right. Now, then of course today. Well, that was today. The fourth was the note about this break even. The fifth is where they have hit 0.35 so far in gains today. And of course, sniper entry, 0 drawdowns, 0 trades running. So it's kind of solidified where it's going to be, I guess, for right now. That was at 7:48 a.m. Now, I just wanted to share that. That's a little, progress report of how Adivah Tech is going. Of course, those of you that are in Adivah Tech, you can see in your own NVFX back offices. But I want to take a real small moment to mention that, and this is for all the PAM managers out there, all right? Whoever's running these campaigns of advertisement for the different PAMs and the leaders of the PAMs, or whoever's at the top, right? This is my message to you. Make sure you stay focused on what you got going on and not so much about what everybody else got going on. I see a lot of what I would consider, and I might be reaching just a tad bit, but I see a lot of what I would consider some shade, a little bit of shade. Now, we've seen PAM accounts tank over our tenure here, just at BOJ, some of the ones that we've been a part of and we've talked about, all right? But one thing, of course, that I want everyone to understand is their own risk management, okay? That's the first thing. So we shouldn't be playing even in Adivah. If we haven't put aside some money for us to play in Adivah with, then we shouldn't be doing it, right? I'm trying to deal with these calls coming in. Excuse me. Okay. So the next thing I want to say is, well, let's get to the main point because that kind of distracted me. But back to the main point. Focus on what you got going on, right? For the majority of us, we see different opportunities. We're going to diversify anyway. So for me, it doesn't make me feel better or worse so far that there's a little bit of shade being thrown around about different PAM accounts, what they did over here, what they did over here. But all that stuff really doesn't matter. If we're talking about Adivah Tech, let's stay on Adivah Tech, right? So especially we want to see that from the people that are at the top of Adivah Tech. We don't need you to remind us what other PAM accounts are doing that may be on the same broker or not on the same broker. All right? That's not what we should be focused on. What we should be focused on is just making sure that Adivah Tech is the best that it can be for the people that believe in Adivah Tech. That's it. For those of you that don't believe in Adivah Tech, you don't have to. It's not something that is mandatory. Nobody said that you have to join this or any other PAM that's out here. You could decide not to join any of them. But they all carry the same risk. As far as I'm concerned, they can all be here today and be gone tomorrow. Any one of them. So if you don't understand that, don't play. Okay? Just don't. Now, for those of you that have words about other PAM accounts, hey, it's your prerogative to share whatever you want to share. Just don't get messy. And don't put my name in no mess because everybody understands where I stand. All right? And for the majority of the time, I'm putting in money before any of you guys are even thinking about putting in money. That's why you watch. If you guys were in it before me, most of you are just, kind of see how I'm doing compared to you guys. But for those of you that understand how PAM accounts work, whatever you earn that day is pretty much what I earned that day. Whatever you lost that day is pretty much what I lost that day. So in Adivah Tech, for those of you that got in, whatever the gains are, everyone gets those gains. Celebrate it. If they lost, they lost. We deal with it. We know the risk. Okay? So this is not an indictment on Adivah Tech or anything like that, but I want to send a quick reminder to Adivah Tech's managers and all PAM managers. All right? I think you'll be better suited just focusing on what you got going on and not too worried about what the competition is doing. Because that seems to work a little bit better than to be pocket watching others. Not saying that you guys are, but just saying, just throwing that out there if you are. might want to start refocusing and shifting that attention to what you got going on. All right. And that goes for anybody. You know what I'm saying? That goes for myself. You know, I diversify. I'm in a lot of different platforms. So I try to make sure that I'm talking about my journey in those platforms. Other people are going to have other experiences because they do different things. They handle things differently. I am not anybody else. Anybody else is not me. So I'm better suited talking about what I got going on than I am what you got going on. That's where everyone has the opportunity to create channels and do it on their own. That's why I love seeing people create channels and podcasts and all the different stuff and start talking about their experiences. So I'm rambling right now, but Adivah Tech is doing pretty well. You know what I'm saying? It's got me a little bit of profit. It's so far over the beta, it's in a plus. It's in the green. And, you know, I didn't put too much in. I put what I was willing to lose. So that's where we stand on that. The minimum was 250. I put in 250. And we're going to see how that 250 goes. And apparently you're able to withdraw daily if you like. So I'm not going to do all that because I don't have enough capital to be trying to do all those microtransactions. Not my thing. Excuse me. I'm just going to continue to do what I've been doing and watching and paying attention and sharing what I'm learning about these different PAMM accounts, and Adivah being one of them that is on NVFX that most of you already know that I'm in a few different PAMM accounts on MVFX. So with that being said, this is just an update on Adivah and a little bit of a rant from me, BOJ, just talking and speaking his mind. But we're excited about Adivah just like we're excited about every other opportunity that we have in this space, and it will be treated as such, as well as if it goes down. We're going to talk about it. We're going to say, hey, you know, and it's going to come from a non-trader's perspective. I am not a trader by any traditional means of the sense, especially on the Forex market. I find these opportunities so that I can possibly gain from other people's expertise in this market. So if you're looking for a trading expert, I'm not your guy, all right? If you're looking for a person that's going to get it right every time, I'm not your guy. But if you're looking for a person that's at least going to put his money where his mouth is and share his experiences, at least from his own perspective, then, hey, you might want to consider hitting that like and subscribe button and tuning in, all right? Hit that bell, too, if you're interested. But with that being said, put your 2FA on all the platforms that will allow you and all your wallets, because crypto is indeed the wild, wild west, and if you ain't strapped, you're bound to get hacked. Ask me how I know. It is not very fun at all. If you like this content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, if you want to be updated and notified about everything going on here at BOJ. Make sure you hit the notification bell as well, all right? I will see y'all in the next one. This is an Adivah Tech update and a little bit of a rant from BOJ, just a little talking point or whatever you want to call it. But I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.